I was terrified. I thought my parents was going to kill me. I didn't know how to accept it because I'm a sports player. I love sports, and I just felt like I had to give up my whole life.
When I was 18, towards the end of my 18th year, I was in college and I was having some fun and everything else, and I went to a party. A few weeks later, I ended up in the hospital and found out that I was pregnant. I was so excited, I was scared, and I honestly didn't know what to do. And then the pandemic begins and I lose my job and I'm not able to find another job.
I was faced with an unplanned, unintended pregnancy when I was 19 years old, and I didn't know what I was going to do, thinking about trying to parent a child. I was in college. I had a lot of time left in college, and I was very scared.
I didn't tell my parents until 2 weeks before my appointment. I was about 4 months pregnant, going on 5. I've been hiding it. I had to figure something out. They were eventually going to find out.
Somebody had given me a book about adoption, and I read it. There was truly options where I could know where my child was going to be, and that he was going to be in a healthy situation, environment, and that I could know who his parents were going to be.
Did I think about abortion? Of course I did. Every girl has, especially when they can't afford it. My daughter that I had with my husband at the time was just born. She was only 3 months, and I got pregnant again. I remember having anxiety. I was just going through so much at the time. I found an adoption agency that helped me, and I thank them for that, for this very day. And so I made a very hard decision, and I looked up adoption. They were the first adoption agency that was nice to me, and I felt appreciated and heard, and I found the perfect little family.
They put me in touch with the adopting parents of my son. I was able to meet them. I was able to be in their town. I was able to see the life that my child was going to live, and it just gave me hope.
But I come here to say that when I found my daughter's adoptive parents, I knew that God had really answered my prayers. When I first met them, when I first read about them, I knew they were the ones.
But I will tell you, it was a love that I had for him, that I knew that adoption was what had to be done for him to have the life that he deserved to have.
It was a rough time, but I don't regret the decision that I made.
By giving him a family through adoption, I knew that that was a love that someday, hopefully, he would understand.
Even if you do not want to keep your baby, consider adoption, you know?
So ultimately, there were a series of events that made it just very apparent that adoption was going to happen for our family.
She cared for him. She wanted to take care of him, and she wanted to see that he had a life ahead of him where he could be cared for and taken care of and have everything provided that he needed.
So we met with a phone call initially. We hit it off right away. We started communicating constantly with text, and I think we had a couple phone calls.
She, was already parenting 3 children. She was going through some things in life that she just knew that this was not the time in her life that she could take on a 4th child to care for.
We talked all the time. So initial phone call was like 2 hours long, and then we would talk every couple days until the baby arrived. And we also went and met her. We traveled and met her in person about a month and a half before the baby arrived to firm up delivery plans. But most importantly, we really got to know her in person and got to know her heart.
So I have adopted 2 little boys. My firstborn, or my oldest, his birth mother, his expectant mother at that time, she chose me, and I was blown away, beyond excited. It had been 2 years, and I just thought, oh my goodness, is this it, right? So much excitement. Dee and I got on the phone to meet each other and learn a little bit more about each other, and we instantly clicked.
Me and the adoptive parents, we have a really great open relationship. They send me pictures of her all the time. I was telling them to tell her that I love her.
It really, for us, we're kind of like sisters. We kind of treat it as an extended family relationship.
So I get pictures and videos all the time, and it's amazing. I do not regret my decision. I am really happy that I decided to put my son up for adoption.
You know, we've remained very close since then. We continue to talk weekly, and really I consider her a friend, a true friend. And I think she would probably tell you the same.
And I love them and cherish them in my heart for this very day. Adoption is the best way. You give me a child life and giving them something that you probably can't give them at that moment. A home, a family.
And so I'm here to tell you today, my son is 31 years old, and I know him and his wife and their kids. I'm so, so grateful. I've been able to have a relationship with him throughout his life. I wanted my baby. I always wanted to be a mom, but it wasn't the right timing in my life.
It is the perfect little family for him, and I do not regret it any day.
You know, our open adoption, we talk probably on an every other day basis via text, sometimes again video chat, sometimes emails, sometimes mailing packages, but really for us it's just keeping that relationship alive.
And with all of our birth moms, they have all expressed how thankful that they placed their children for adoption. We are very thankful to them for giving us the opportunity to parent these little girls.
Know that as an adoptive parent, we recognize the love that you have for your child, and it doesn't go unseen. If you don't hear that said to you, we love you. We know that you love your child, and you become part of that love that we have. It's not just about the baby, it's about us being a family. So
I had no idea that adoption could be something beautiful, and that I could give somebody a blessing that they wouldn't otherwise be able to have, and that I could still be a part of his life. So I'm just really grateful that I chose adoption, and you can live with something and not just survive through it, but you can thrive through it, and your child can know that you did an amazing thing for them, and they can be proud of you.
I just want to say that I would not be a mother without somebody like you has blessed my life greatly. I never thought that I would ever have a baby at one point. I never thought that I would be a mother in this way, but it has been such a gift. You can go on to build a life for yourself and eventually have the family that you dream of.
You can know that love from your child still, and you can still love them. And so I just want to offer hope that that truly can be an option. You're my hero for even taking the opportunity just to listen to this option. I wish you all the best.
Daddy's so chunky and cute. Here's Zion Elijah Cato. He's such an adorable baby. Oh, look at him. He's just so cute.